This is Janola Johnson with GEB Johnson Consulting. Our topic today is to help educators see that they have transferable skills. Today's episode is for educators who want to transition into another career. I know that in the education world now that they are about to receive or have received your intent letter. And those of you who don't know what an intent letter is, it's the letter indicating do you intend to come back to school to teach in the next school term. And so a teacher can check yes, no, or I'm planning to retire. Those usually are the 3 options. So whenever I would get those, after a few years, it got harder and harder for me to check that yes box, especially when I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I would reluctantly check yes, and then in August and September regret I did it. This is very disappointing because between 8 to 10% of the educators leave the industry every year. And, if we have that many people leaving, some people mid-career, some people who are just starting out, eventually we aren't going to have enough people to properly teach our society. So what do you do if you really want another opportunity and not sure what you want? One thing I would suggest is to do a self-assessment. The Myers-Briggs have inventory assessments that are free for you to use, and they kind of pair you with the job that you think that they think that you would be ideal for based on your results. You can also search to see what's available for you that interests you. You know what you like to do, so see if there's something in the industry, in another industry that you would like to do. But I want you to remember that you do have transferable skills. You're not stuck in a box to where this is the only thing that you can do. And later on, I'm going to show you how your skills do transfer into other industries. And then, for me, the question was, how do I change educational jargon into corporate language so that they will know I do have the skills that they're looking for in the job description? But I've designed a resume tips ebook for educators for you to download from my website. You can go to gebjohnson.com/resources. I want you to understand that as an educator, you're not stuck in only that role of teaching. There are other opportunities in education if you really like it. I know I really enjoy what I do, but for me, I found more enjoyment in working in the adult education area. Adult education is where I really found my happy. If that's an opportunity that you're interested in, let's look at that. So you have the field in event planning, professional development, corporate trainers, adult trainers, personal trainer. If you're in PE and you want to come out, become a personal trainer. Of course, you have to have certain certifications, but it probably won't be that difficult. And then you can teach on the college level. Well, you can teach K-12 as well, but you could teach on the college level online or either face-to-face. Also remember that, if you come into teaching with a different background, such as in biology or math or business, these industries still need educators as well. So that may be an area that you may want to look back into, is where you actually came from. What was your major when you were in college? If you completely want out, again, see what opportunities are available for you, because there are things that you can do. If you need training, you can find training. It can be either low cost or free. I have a blog post on my website, but I need training. That's the title of it. And it will help you find courses that are free or very low cost, some with a certificate. If you get a certificate, there is a cost in there. But you could still take the course for free. You just won't be able to have a certificate, but you still can list that course on your resume saying that you took that course and you gained that knowledge. Teaching really isn't for everyone, but it can be very rewarding in the right place with the right people. So I don't want you to think that, if you are unhappy where you are, you may want to try another year at another location with another group of children. It might be the energy there is not just working for you. But if you decide that you definitely want to leave, you do have transferable skills. Let's look at this job posting I pulled up for this company. It's a remote position, but the job title is a customer success manager. So in the role, job descriptions have what the title is, what your role is. They give you information about the company, and then you go down to the role and then the requirements or the skill set that you need for that particular opportunity. So in this particular role, it is for a customer success manager. And the first bullet says, drive successful experiences for our customers with an emphasis on strategic planning, achievement of milestones, and relationship building. Okay. As a teacher, you strategically plan when you do your lesson plans every week. If you do the 9-week long projection plan, you're still strategically planning. And God knows when you do that yearly plan, either at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year, that is strategically planning. You know where you plan to take the children from point A to point B. Achievement of milestones, data analysis. You have a goal that you want the students to try to meet for testing. So you have achieved the milestones. That is a transferable skill, data analysis. And relationship building. Goodness, we work with parents and students all the time in other schools, other teachers, other people in the community. So that's relationship building. The next thing they have on here is manage all renewal, contract negotiation, and upselling opportunities for customers. Okay, so the IEPs and EIP documents are basically contracts. And usually, I've been in a lot of IEP meetings when you have parents in there and they're frustrated because their children are not meeting the marks that they should. You inform them, hey, the school has a free tutoring program that is at no cost to you. You are upselling another service. That's the same thing as they're asking you to do is upsell opportunities for the customer. The next bullet says, build and maintain valued relationships with customers to ultimately drive client revenue, retention, and referrals. Okay, let's look at this. Parent community relations. To improve the school, you want the school's image to continue to look good. If the school image continues to look good, what else happens? It helps real estate. If real estate, you all know how this works in the United States. If people have property, they pay property taxes. Property taxes pay the money for the schools to continue to be funded. So you are doing that. You're driving client revenue. You're keeping the good students, the students that they're doing the right things that they need to do. You're improving that. And you're getting referrals from other people in the community. Someone moves into the community and they ask, well, my daughter or son needs to be in an elementary school. Where do you recommend? Your school gets good referrals. You can change your job if you choose. That's your choice, but you do have the skills to change if you decide to change. What I'd really like to encourage you to do is to be happy either way. I want you to be happy wherever you are planted. All right, so I hope this helps. Like I said, I do have my resume tips for educators ebook on the website, gebjohnson.com. geebgjohnson.com/resources. And I'd also like for you to sign up for my newsletter to get the bi-monthly tips, deals, and resources. I have it packed with tips on resumes, cover letters, interviewing, and more. It arrives on the 15th and 30th of each month. As a special bonus for my newsletter subscribers, I offer discounts and specials, especially for you. Join today. geebjohnson.com/newsletter. Follow me on Instagram.